Hello everyone, this is Chrism, and I'd like to welcome you to another conversation about your Kundalini awakening equation. And in this conversation, I'd like to talk with you about Kundalini and the anti-aging effect it can have upon a person. Now, this anti-aging effect has to be something that is important to you. It's not really that important to me, but within the Western technological societies, looks have a very definite role to play in how successful you are, in how people communicate with you, the mundane, unawakened people communicate with you, and therefore it can have an effect on your levels of survival within the Western technological societies and your Kundalini. Okay, so it is something to be considered. For those of us that have kind of been moved by the Kundalini away from certain levels of interaction within society, well, then maybe it's not such a big issue. You look at me here and you go, oh, well, gosh, Chrism, what happened to the anti-aging effect with you? Well, in one way, it's kept me healthy without having detrimental medical issues coming up. It's kept me able to do these videos, and it's kept me able to reach, thousands of people with this message. And so I'm very grateful for that. But it also has me look the way it wants me to look. And it will do that with you as well. You will look the way the Kundalini wants you to look. And in many cases, that will have an anti-aging quality to it. You will be allowed to be beautiful far beyond perhaps what an unawakened person within similar circumstances would be allowed to have. With increased levels of serenity, increased levels of ecstasy, increased levels of bliss, come certain physiological changes that allow the body to be more at peace with itself, to allow the body to be more at rest with itself and more healthy with itself. You eat better, you sleep better, you communicate better, you live your life in a way that is far more grace-based than a person who is constantly in a stressed out scenario. Very important to understand the chemical changes that occur when a person is living within serenity most of the time, or having bliss daily, or ecstasy daily, or a mixture of these three. These levels of divine love that come upon a person have direct physiological changes upon that individual, and in many ways, those changes can be viewed as anti-aging or extreme levels of health. And let this be a carrot, a golden carrot, or a golden apple, as the Greek myth goes, that allows you to pursue a level of serenity and balance with your Kundalini that perhaps you otherwise would not pursue. Kundalini is exceptionally healthy with the body, but you don't want to depend on your MD for that suggestion. You don't want to go to your MD and go, oh gosh, I've got the Kundalini, is it healthy? Because the first thing they want to do is throw you into a psych ward and say, oh, here, take this pill for the rest of your life and you'll be fine. And that pill is typically something that dumbs you down extremely. And they don't do it because they're mean or vicious. Maybe some of them are, but for the most part, I think they just don't know what else to do. They don't know what else to do. They can't explain the fantastic phenomena that you're having, and so the thing that they want to do is stop it because it frightens them, and it also impacts their self-validation about whether or not they're a good doctor or a good healer or whatever. Kundalini is exceptionally healthy for the body. Even as you go through the kriyas, even as you have the night sweats, even as you have the hot flashes and the cold flashes, and you're seeing visions that are not explainable by the current level of scientific physics. It's very healthy for you. And for those of you that are in levels of bliss and ecstasy daily and serenity daily, well, you understand what I'm talking about. Right now I'm talking with some of you who might be frightened that the Kundalini is having a negative impact on your body. It's not. Your response to the Kundalini can have a negative impact on the body. Your fear of the Kundalini can have a negative impact on the body. These areas can indeed be impacted because it is you that are feeling them. It is you that is kind of through your fear and through your apprehension and through your, the disturbance of your understanding of your world can bring about an unhealthy imbalance upon your system. But the Kundalini itself, if you accept this, if you allow this to flourish within you, it has extremely healthy benefits, extremely healthy and longevity-based benefits that you can participate with. You just got to take out the fear and allow the anti-aging to occur and allow the healing to occur. It's like this. It's like, here we have this big old seed. Look at that seed, huh? That's a buckeye seed. Here's another one. Okay? You can allow this Kundalini to flourish within you. You can allow this seed to germinate within you, and you can allow all the many, many changes that will occur to your body as you accept the seed of the Kundalini within you. And part of those changes are the extreme levels of well-being, the extreme levels of healthiness, the extreme levels of anti-aging that the Kundalini can bring upon you. But you got to step out of your fear zone first. You got to step out of your anxiety. You got to step out of your anger. You got to step out of your irritation. You got to step out of these areas first. And that will allow you to flourish into the anti-aging and extreme healthful benefits of Kundalini. Thanks for watching.